Let me take you to my galaxy.
The 2022 Asus ROG Strix G lineup is Asus' main offer of the latest AMD and Nvidia hardware platforms, as the Scar 2022s are Intel exclusives now. Honestly, I see this Asus ROG Strix G15 as a simplified version of the Scar 15. There are some differences in looks, like in I/O and performance, but the overall layout, functions, and capabilities are the same. Check out the product link in the description below. Now let's go ahead and jump in. Straight off the bat, our review model is decked with gaming Ryzen 7 6800H processor, 16GB DDR5 RAM, Nvidia GeForce RTX 3050 GPU with 1TB NVMe SSD, and adorned with 15.6-inch 300Hz IPS Full HD display. Although the previous version of the G15 was more modest about its gaming DNA, this 2022 edition embraces gaming aesthetics with some aggressive style and an extra RGB strip. The laptop can be opened with one hand, and the top panel is made of metal, giving it a high-quality feel. The ROG logo does light up, but it does so extremely softly, making it difficult to notice. With its incredibly narrow bezels and beautiful Full HD resolution, the 15.6-inch IPS panel operates at 300 Hz and offers adaptive sync, so everything will seem super fluid. With over 80% DCI-P3 color gamut coverage, you can easily use this for content creation, and the overall watching and gaming experience is obviously quite good on this panel. I'll reiterate that the display is excellent. Even when reading text, the Full HD resolution makes a significant difference, and even desktop usage seems much better at 300 Hz, especially if you're coming from a desktop gaming monitor. The 300 nits of brightness on this screen is not extremely high, but it is easily bright enough for indoor use, and the viewing angles and colors are excellent. We have two USB-A ports with a combo audio jack on the left. On the back, we have two USB Type-C ports, one of which supports power delivery and video display, an HDMI 2.0B port, and an Ethernet port. The built-in speakers are pretty loud and sound suitable for watching videos, but because they fire down, they can get kind of muffled if you put the laptop on a soft surface like a bed. When it comes to performance, this model of the G15 has a lot of great features. For example, it has an AMD Ryzen 6900HX processor and an Nvidia RTX 3070 Ti graphics card. With 8 cores and 16 threads, this is a really fast laptop CPU, and the RTX 3070 Ti has access to 150 watts of power. This laptop also has a MUX switch that lets you switch the display from the integrated GPU to the dedicated GPU. This can give you a 20% boost in gaming performance at the cost of some battery life. We tested our games and got really good results for a laptop, like getting 103 FPS in God of War. Esports games were also very easy to play on this laptop. The Asus ROG Strix G15 2022 edition also a very capable video editing machine, because it comes with 16GB of DDR5 RAM out of the box. It also comes with a 1TB Gen 4 NVMe SSD, which is upgradable. When it comes to its thermal performance, the average room temperature in the summer is 30 degrees Celsius, and after 45 minutes of gaming, the CPU reached 93 degrees while the GPU stayed at 86 degrees Celsius. The CPU kept a core clock of over 1300 MHz, which is only a little lower than its peak performance of around 1450 MHz. So I think this laptop's thermal performance is good and it can keep up its performance in long-term use. But the laptop's chassis stayed cool, and the keyboard remained easy to use even as the temperature rose to about 15 degrees above ambient. Without going into a full comparison of this 6900HX processor with Intel's 12700H and 12900HK processors, the bottom line is that the 12700H is a little bit faster and the 12900HK is a lot faster, but they can also use 40 to 70 watts more power than this 6900HX AMD processor. Also, because you're always going to be GPU constrained when playing games, where the 6900HX on this laptop required only 40 watts of power, and video editing tasks these days are also handled more heavily by the GPU, The higher efficiency of the Ryzen processors can make them as excellent as, if not better options, when used in a laptop. The Armoury Crate software also enables you to effortlessly control various aspects of this laptop. The full RGB keyboard on the G15 not only looks amazing with its brilliant backlight, but the layout is also great, with spacious and spaced-out keys that offer decent travel and feedback, making the keyboard feel great to text on. We also have a fairly large touchpad here that feels extremely pleasant, and the palm rejection and motions function very well. The G15 lacks an internal webcam, but Asus includes an external webcam with the laptop that you can attach to the display or put on a tripod and install anywhere. Although it's wonderful that they're offering it, but not everyone will carry it around with them all the time, and this is simply a USB webcam, not something intended with a rapid attach mechanism, so I have mixed views about this method of delivering a webcam. The battery life of the G15 is nice for a gaming laptop. In my usage, I was able to get around 7 to 8 hours of battery life while playing videos on YouTube, browsing the web, and writing scripts, and you may be able to get up to 10 hours if you use the power-saving features and keep the screen at 60 Hz. The rear USB Type-C connection also allows 100-watt PD charging, so you don't have to carry the large 280 watts charger around with you all the time, but it must be plugged in for best gaming performance. The pros are fair design and solid build quality, good selection of ports, versatile manual profile in Armoury Crate, great audio. And the cons are no Thunderbolt, card reader, camera, or biometrics, high CPU and GPU temperatures with games and demanding loads. Overall, the ROG Strix G15 maintains the trend of being an all-arounder laptop for business and gaming, which is great for creators who need to edit photographs or films because of the wonderful screen and powerful hardware, and it achieves all of that while looking very stylish. This currently costs $1,099, but be sure to check the description below for the latest pricing and availability. And that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and leave a like. If you're new to the channel and you like the video, consider subscribing. Be sure to check out the description for links to find the most up-to-date pricing and deals on all the products mentioned in this video. And now, you've been tech quadrangled. You're now better informed to buy it right the first time. See you in the next video. Cheers, have a good one.